Few games have an opening theme this impactful, nostalgic, and memorable. This opening theme, and I'm not the only one this was for, this opening theme when I was a kid, it got chills sending down my spine, and still to this day, it's got enough impact to really kind of send chills down your spine and make you think, man, this is a huge game, this is a huge world I'm entering. This opening theme really encompassed all of that. It's, to this day, still one of the best themes for a game I've ever heard. Not something easily forgotten. Wow. This is nostalgic. God, it looks even like... Oh, last time I did this, I never had any real alternative accounts, so that would have been 2004. Boy, I remember starting this game. Like most people started this game, all the nostalgic feelings. It's awesome that Old School's been back for forever. I've just procrastinated getting off of this because RuneScape, like a lot of people who played it back in the day and now play again, they know RuneScape's kind of like crack. You tried it, it was really, really good, and then you kind of stopped doing crack because you had responsibilities and stuff, and then this came back and you're like, I don't know, maybe I'll try crack again. And you can see everyone else doing crack on YouTube, and you're like, oh, maybe I'll try that again. And it's like, hell, here I am. So who knows? Maybe this will just be sporadic gameplay like I want it to be. And it looks, obviously my computer's better than when I played it back in 2004 on a Windows XP, but God, this is great. I don't know how this series or most people have titled them as progression videos. I might title it as a vlog. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It's just going to be a bunch of clips. I've played in the past, but not recently. That would sum me up. It's been a long time. I think I stopped playing, oh God, I don't know, so long ago. Wonderful. We're gonna remind you how much you love this and how much you want to give us money. Even all the interface looks good. Everything they've done to Old School is fantastic. Okay, I want a little bit. I like a little bit of the sound effects and the music. RS has some of the best music, and I remember the community didn't used to necessarily love the music, and now it's kind of they've come around, and it's like one of the best things. I see it in a lot of clips, and I've heard some great remixes. It's a great soundtrack. It really is for a game like this. All right, going out the door. Once you leave here, you can't come back, so I like to kind of take it in. It's a cool starting area. Oh, this is so nostalgic. Run over. I remember fishing for shrimp. Cook the shrimp. Awesome. That's great. I'm also impressed that I can run this so well. You'd think I'd be able to run something that was made in 2006 pretty optimally, but you never know. I remember it took me forever, despite going through the tutorial as a kid, to figure out how to regain health. I was under the impression you had to sleep, because most games I'd played went over sleep as a way to gain back your health, and this one was, oh man. Yeah. Oh, I can see it all. It's all coming back now. And so long since they've done. Oh, the skills. Almighty skills. I'll give it like 2, maybe 3 weeks. We'll have 99 everything. No. I never even got a 99. I got to, this is a true story, I got to 98 mage on, well, it was between runes, because the way I played. It was I started RuneScape 2 and it ended RuneScape 3-ish, but I got to 98 mage. And I just stopped. I never got 99. So that was how that went from cook it on the fire. Tinderbox and bronze. Go chop that down. Yes. Got that. We're over here. Can you just no, you gotta right click to this. I will say some of the things that they came up with over time were real quality of life things I loved. Some things you don't want to change, but there were some things that were rough back in the day. I remember, I mean, my prime time playing was like between 06 and 08, so... And I was no expert player by any means. I also didn't burn that. That was pretty impressive. Okay. I know some of these areas are actually kind of optimal to get early levels, but we're just going to run through the tutorial. I won't be keeping a lot of this in because most people know how to do this. For me, it's one of those things where everyone started playing again. It was like nostalgic. It's like, how long has it been since I did this? Remember when you were a kid and you did this? I actually wonder if there's anyone who didn't play this previously when they were a kid and then came to play this when they were an adult, not having the previous nostalgic or knowledge. I already know how to cook. Some of the dialogue in this game was pretty good too. Oh, the basics. Can we do it that way? Yes, we can. The thing. Ah, we cooked that first time too. So what did I just do? That use, okay. Eat, good. Good for us. Tutorial Island in all its glory. Oh, this is so nostalgic. I haven't done this. Last time I did this was in 2004. It was quite a different time. These icons were here. That was a big quality thing. I love this layout too. This was not like this before, especially for free to play. You couldn't do that. The XP thing is that's just great quality of life. These icons on the side are perfect. I like this layout was perfect. I thought it was great. Some quests in this game were some of the most fun I've ever had in a game. Desert Treasure, Dragon Slayer, those were like iconic fun quests for me. And I know they added some since I've been gone. I recognize most of these. Some of these were great too. I think that they added some new freedom. Yeah. No? Yeah. Maybe. I don't recognize that. That doesn't look familiar, so that must be a new one. I've only somewhat kept up. I've been watching some videos recently. I've watched videos over time. I've kept up enough with the community to not be completely gone. I'm gone on RS3, but when they brought back Old School, it was really cool, and I've seen some things here or there. So I'm not completely lost, but I'm by no means a pro. What I wouldn't have gave to be able to record back then. I mean, the way things would have been super, you know, the way a 13-year-old would have played the game. I don't know how old I was, probably right around there. Mining, one of my favorite skills. Very unpopular opinion, but it's one of my favorite skills. I also didn't get to, I had made this account to save the name, to save the username, so I didn't get to pick my look. We're definitely going to change my look once we get to the makeover mage. See, some people are getting levels here. It's probably a good idea. I mean, I should do that just because this is like the only place you get to go, but this was so cool to me. This is actually how I learned that copper and tin. Wow, way to take that rock, dude. That's the rock I needed to mine. There we go. Cool. I just thought this was the coolest game back in the day. There wasn't stuff like this going on, at least not that I knew of. I had friends who played the game. It was a ton of fun. Bronze bar. Oh, even the layout did not, I don't think it used to look like this. This is cool. So it's funny how some things I remember, and they're just like I remember, and then other things have changed, and most of them I'd say for the better, the way it is. The team that's been working on Old School RS, I think they've done a really, really good job, which is one of the reasons I'm playing it now, because I kept looking at it, kept seeing people playing it, all the different aspects. It's like, I gotta play again, I gotta do it, I gotta come back and do it. Years later, here I am. I never thought I'd be coming back and doing this again. Combat instructor. I thought, oh, it's like he's 146. He's such a high level. Yeah, he doesn't care. He doesn't care what your name is. Just gotta fight stuff with equipment. Even these things weren't here when I started. This was what I wouldn't give to have all the stuff playing back in 04 to compare it to how it is now. Dagger. Yeah. Sword. The worst. Does anybody ever use that shield? Such a... God, so nostalgic. It's going to be a lot of me saying nostalgic. It's going to be, how many times can I say nostalgic in one video? I should actually probably grab some of those arrows, too. Someone else is fighting that. No one else is fighting that rat. It's right there. It's not, what? No. I can loot arrows. Am I looting arrows from someone else? I think I am. I probably shouldn't do that. Alright, we beat that rat up. I remember you didn't used to be able to skip tutorial, and I wonder if I could have skipped it if I wanted to. I didn't want to because I wanted to go through this. Okay, so some arrows. Good old range. I was never a huge fan of range back in the day. It was all about mage for me, but I'm definitely going to be training some rage in this one. I might go for that more than anything else. Oh, look at that damage. Tell me about the wilderness. That's an interesting thing to throw in there. Huh. Definitely the kind of stuff I never... When I was a kid, I skimmed through reading. Obviously, you know, kids reading. A lot of those things don't normally go together. Cool. I vaguely don't actually remember that text. Maybe that appears somewhere else in the game. Alright, cool. Now we're combat pros. We're ready to PvP. With my bronze set. Gotta bank all that loot we got. Oh, they give you 25 GP. I don't remember that. Oh, maybe I do remember that. It's been so long. Awesome. I'll just take that, spend all that. Even the bank. Look at this. These weren't options when I played. These are such quality of life things. This is great. Having the tabs, having the way you can set. Oh, this is. God, when I was playing in 06, 05, 07, it just things were not like. I know some of these things were in 07. I can't remember exactly when all updates were implemented, but boy, there were not a lot of these things when I played. Pole booths. That was not a thing when I played. Oh, that's cool. Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I've heard about the community voting on something, which I think is a great idea. Yeah, it's why it's like more than ever now. Old School RS just seems like it's like really doing well. It seems like that to me. I know it's been out for a while now, and I'm late to the game, but oh, you can change your name. That I'm certain that was not a thing back in the day. Oh, this is really cool. See, this is some really cool stuff here. This is like, I guess this is where I wish the game had gone instead of RS3. Maybe maybe someday I'll give RS3 more of a chance, but I played some of it and it just, too many things that annoyed me or bothered me or I didn't care for. It definitely changed the game. It didn't feel like RS2 anymore. It just didn't, it felt like a very, very different game. Whereas this, the way this has progressed in Old School to the date, I really like a lot of the things that they've done to the game. This is kind of almost where I wanted the game to go. Good old prayer. That's mostly the way I remember it. I don't think I remember that one. It's also where they talk about friends list and ignore list. Oh, my friends list on my other account was maxed. Or it was at the time, anyways. Makes me wonder if anyone's still playing. Cool. I think that's that. No, we're missing a few icons. Ah, Mage, of course. What am I thinking? I think we're almost done. We're missing Mage. Talk to Paul? I don't remember Paul. Ah, Iron Man. Now that's a cool challenge. That's actually a very cool challenge. It's kind of the way when I played the game, the GE was not a thing for a while. I remember the GE when that got introduced. That was game changing. And everyone kind of played more like an Iron Man unless you could find worlds to trade with a bunch of people, and that could be a nightmare sometimes, especially when you were a younger kid and prices were unstable. They were whatever people were telling you they were. I'm fine, thanks. I know the gist of Iron Man, and maybe someday we'll do an Iron Man, but we'll see where this one goes. We'll see how this goes. Mage, yes, the best skill in the game. I was all about mage stuff. My goal back in the day was to get 99 mage, which I stopped short of, and get every single mage item in the game. All the equipment, all the staves, everything. Yes, magic. And I know there's a new spell book that's been added too, so I'm looking forward to that. And the spells, Fire Surge, I think those are Wrath runes. I would have been overjoyed back in the day as a kid if they added all this new stuff. I always wanted mage to be more plausible. Like, it was never quite as good as melee or range when it came to the main game members. And these spells I've seen, they make a difference. God, I'm looking forward to that. Okay, you still got a you can't do anything except manually cast it from here. Which still kind of sucks, I think, but that's, you know, that's what stabs are for. Oh, what do we hit? Yeah, that's right. See how overpowered I am? I'll be a PvP pro in no time. I already done that. I've moved. No, I want to do more. Okay, I remember back in the day there was definitely a way for him to, I think you can, let me see if this is still true. Let me just drop that, drop this, talk to him. Oh, okay, no. Okay, well, I think back in the day you could, like, get a bunch of runes from him if you did that, but that was back in the, oh, can we do that? What's up with that ladder? Because once we leave, we can't come back. There's no coming back. This is a thing? Huh. This is cool. See, this is the stuff I loved about RuneScape. One of the biggest things about RuneScape, you know, you got the skills to train, you got the mini games, the activities, PvP, bosses, PvM. So much to do, but one of my favorite things when I was a kid was just exploring the world. I'd never played an open world game like this. It was just so vast and large. It was so cool to just explore the world, even just climbing up somewhere here, which probably most people have never done. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a lot of fun. Even if it's just for me, just for the exploration, this is going to be a lot. That's what made this game so cool and magical to me as a kid, and still to this day. Alright, Mage. Take us home. Were you planning on becoming an Iron Man? Not today. Maybe sometime. Cool that's open to free-to-play, though. No, my guy looks so sad, too. Alright. This is it. Say goodbye to Tutorial Island. Maybe I'll come back here again in another 10 years.